Welcome to Fine Living, presented by Jim Reif Builders on 1240 Radio WOMT.
And good morning, Lakeshore, and welcome back to Fine Living here on 1240 Radio WOMT. We are with the one and the only Jim Reif Builders.
Wow, what an introduction, Terry. Thank you.
Well, hey, we need a big introduction because we are continuing our discussion from last week about why people should work with you and Jim Reif Builders. And let's jump into it, Jim. Why you?
I guess, Terry, through the years, we've always worked to try to make a difference for our clients. And the feedback we get is just phenomenal. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why I feel we're headed in the right direction. All these thank you cards we get, the feedback from the clients and such, is just phenomenal. I mean, the attention to detail is second to none is one of the comments. We build long-lasting relationships. We hold my employees and our subcontractors at very high standards. Even myself, I hold the high standards. The quality craftsmanship, I've got decades of experience. I got some phenomenal carpenters. The cleanliness we try to do, and our level of professionalism. We're not that typical stereotype construction worker that you may see out there. We're working hard, but we're also being very careful of the client's surroundings if they're in their home, and if it's a new home, just making sure it's tidy and proper and safe. So just some neat things that way. And then a few of the other ways we've achieved, to the success we have is listening to the client and sitting down and gathering that information, what they'd like to do, and then coming back with ideas and thoughts and, working real hard with that.
I'm just kind of going back to one of the feedbacks there, building long-lasting relationships with the customers. And I think it kind of ties into what you're saying, listening. You really need to understand and take time to listen to a customer's wants and needs and really figure out exactly how to make that happen for them.
That is correct, and they may not know exactly what they want, but then you have to help them, identify and bring that into scope because they maybe don't understand all the products, they don't understand the budget ramifications. Mm-hmm. So it works. It's a really a one-on-one team concept between Jim Reif Builders and our client to get that project going. One
of the other feedbacks here we mentioned here is quality craftsmanship with decades of experience, and I think that leads into the fact that you add your own visions and professional ideas for customers as well, too.
That is correct. Both myself and Tom, our designer at our office, we really try to personalize your home. Maybe if we visit your home, we may see some artwork or something, and maybe make some recommendations on where to display that, to personalize your home.
And or, the homeowner who's building a new home may just not necessarily know or think of something that they want.
That is correct. Right? You bet. That is correct.
Design the project.
So we've got the CAD software called SoftPlan. It's very high-tech software. Helps us design your project for you, whether it's a house, an addition, a remodel project. And we can show it to you in 3D, inside and out if you'd like. You can draw in kitchens. It's a really neat tool to get people to visualize and understand what's going on.
We live in a 3D world.
That's correct. We do.
So why not see your home in a 3D?
You're totally correct, and that's why we've moved to that stage the last few years. So
now I know that we talk a lot sometimes about the design-build experience, and let's kind of expand on that right now.
As we talked on the previous show, our design-build is where the clients, hopefully would select a builder based on an interview process where they interview the builders, and then work with that builder then to create the house design, make things happen, and make sure it comes in budget. I see so many plans come to us. Drawn by others that don't fit the client's budget. And it's unfortunate because there's all this time and effort and their hope and spirit is there, and then it doesn't work out. So we really want to try to get that focused in from the start.
So what is the process?
Sit down and first of all, get their budget, get your ideas. We encourage people to either use Pinterest or Houzz or, rip stuff out of magazines. Hey, I like this picture of this. And then we try to combine all those ideas, come back with some thoughts on budget and layout, and then see if we're ready to move to the next step, more of a full-fledged design.
Jim, if listeners are looking at building something new this year or even planning ahead for next year, because, now's the time to start thinking about things like that, or maybe it's a remodeling project, how can they get a hold of you?
Give us a call, Jim Reif Builders, 684-6899. We're on Facebook, or also on the web at jimreifbuilders.com. Great website. You can check us all out there.
Awesome. Jim, we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Terry.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for listening to Fine Living, presented by Jim Reif Builders, the leader in new construction and remodeling here on the Lakeshore. Let their vision enrich your lifestyle. Tune in again next week for another episode of Fine Living on 1240 Radio, WOMT. To learn more, visit jimreifbuilders.com.